It's Edward Roski, and I'm asking good questions. So, what happens when the company that writes your code charges you $20 to check if the code it wrote is any good? Well, Anthropic launched Code Review this week, which is a fleet of AI agents reviewing your PRs, your pull requests on GitHub. They cross check each other's findings and then they post a bunch of comments. Based on expected API token usage, it's like $15 to $25 per review. CodeRabbit does the same thing for $24 a month. That is per month, not per PR check. 41% of all code is now AI generated. 96% of developers say that they don't fully trust it, and that trust deficit is apparently Anthropic's new revenue line, and it grows every time an engineer types a prompt. More AI generated code means more pull requests, which means more reviews, which means more billing. At 20 PRs a day, a mid sized team would pay roughly $96,000 a year just for a code review. Doing a little bit of math, that is roughly approaching a junior developer's salary, except the junior developer also writes code and learns and eventually stops making the same mistakes. Actually, I've met a few junior developers, and the learning part is debatable, but they do make coffee really well. Anthropic reportedly loses money on all their Claude Code subscriptions, including all the way up to the $200 a month level. Some people at the $200 a month level are consuming up to $5,000 in compute. I might be one of those. Let's not admit that publicly. Code review is their goal to recover margin. They want to subsidize the tool that generates the code and then bill per ticket when you want to know if it works. In pharmaceutical terms, that's selling the disease and the cure in the same catalog. In my D&D campaigns, that's the DM selling healing potions after designing the dungeon to hurt you. But their internal numbers are really strong. Substantive review comments jumped from 16% of PRs to 54%, less than a 1% false positive rate, which is better than most humans I've worked with, definitely including myself. They caught a one-line change that would have broken production authority. The tool works. It costs 33 times more roughly than CodeRabbit. Pricing is going to compress its competitors once they match the multi-agent approach. Anthropic's blog post did skip the obvious question. When AI code gets good enough that reviews come back clean, what then are you paying $20 for? Well, until next time, keep asking good questions.